So get this. What if I told you that by this time next year, you could have a humanoid robot doing your laundry? I'm not kidding. According to our source material, the sci-fi dream of having a robot butler is about to become reality for millions of people. Today, we're diving deep into the home robotics revolution. Let's get into it. Okay, look at that date, March 2026. That's not some far-off prediction for the next decade. No, that is a specific date less than 2 years from now. Our source is reporting this as the official rollout. If this is true, the era of the home robot isn't a concept anymore. It's an actual scheduled event, and it's going to change everything about how we live our daily lives.
The term that's being thrown around for this is the avatar workforce. And, it's a pretty good name for it, because we're not talking about your Roomba that just bumps into walls. This is a totally new class of machine, designed to be a general-purpose helper right inside your home.
Now this is what's absolutely wild. The real shift here is how these things operate. They're not just running some pre-written program, they learn by watching. You could literally show it how you like your shirts folded, and the robot just watches, learns, and does it just like you. That's the key right there. That's how you get a truly personal assistant.
So how in the world is this even possible? I know, it feels like straight-up magic, but the engine driving this whole revolution is a very specific type of AI. So let's pull back the curtain and break down the tech that lets a machine see our messy, human world, understand what we want, and actually do it. It really all boils down to this one thing: Vision Language Action Models, or VLAMs for short. You can just think of this as the robot's brain. The vision part, that lets it see and figure out what's around it. The language part is how it understands you when you talk to it. And the action part, well, that turns all that understanding into actually moving and getting the job done.
And here's a perfect example of how it all works together. You just say, "Brew my morning chai." Simple, right? The robot's vision kicks in, identifies the tea bags, the kettle, your favorite mug. Its language model processes the command. And then the action model kicks in to physically perform every single step to make that drink. It's this beautiful, seamless flow from what you want to what the robot does.
And here's the big selling point: reliability. The source material makes this really bold claim of 100% precision. The promise is, no spills, no mistakes, just the task done exactly the way you asked. Now look, 100% might be a little ambitious, but this idea of near-perfect reliability is absolutely central to making these robots truly helpful. Of course, this isn't just happening out of nowhere. There is a massive industrial race going on right now to build and deploy these things. You've got some major players at the front of the pack, all pushing the tech forward and gearing up for this huge market rollout. Let's take a look at who's leading the charge.
Two of the biggest names you're going to hear are Tesla with its Optimus robot and this startup called Figure AI. Now, they're both aiming to master all those household tasks, but they're coming at it from different angles. Tesla is using all the manufacturing and AI know-how from its car business. Figure AI, on the other hand, is laser-focused on just one thing: building the perfect humanoid robot from scratch. According to the source, both of them are going to be key players in this initial launch.
And when I say this is massive, the scale that the source is reporting is just staggering. It claims millions of these humanoid units have already been deployed. If that number is anywhere close to accurate, we are talking about one of the fastest and biggest consumer tech rollouts in history, period.
Okay, the tech is cool, but what does this actually mean for us, day to day? Well, the promise is actually pretty simple, but it's also profound. A world where doing chores is optional. Just think about it. All those hours every single week, folding laundry, washing dishes, just tidying up. The vision they're selling us is a life where all of that is just handled by an assistant that works around the clock and literally never gets tired. It's a total reimagining of what home life could be.
And this is the bottom line. This is the ultimate conclusion our source material comes to. For anyone who owns a home, the need to do manual labor inside it could just disappear. That is a truly revolutionary idea, with implications that go way beyond just having a clean kitchen.
And the timeline for this to become normal? Well, according to the source, it's incredibly fast. They're citing experts who predict that by next year, these AI assistants will be a standard feature in every single home. That is a crazy fast transition from being a novelty to being a necessity. But with any leap in technology this big, it forces us to ask some really deep questions, right? The arrival of this avatar workforce isn't just about convenience. It really opens up a huge debate about what our future looks like.
And this pretty much frames the debate perfectly. On one side, you've got the promise. This is the ultimate luxury. It frees up all our time and energy for more creative things, for leisure, for family. But then there's the other side, the peril. Is there a risk that by outsourcing all our effort, we kick off a lazy era, where we lose the value and the discipline that comes from just doing things?
Let's make this really personal, because this debate isn't abstract at all. Would you trust a robot, no matter how precise its programming is, to cook dinner for your family? I mean, sure, safety features are a huge part of the design. They're loaded with sensors to prevent accidents. But it's not really about the tech, is it? It's about our own comfort level, and that's a question we might all have to answer very, very soon.
So according to the source for this explainer, CollabGenerate, the future is here and it's ready to take your order. The home robotics revolution is supposedly on the clock for March 2026. And I guess the only question left is, are we ready for it? Thanks for tuning in.